friends, welcome to Creating with Jovi. Well, do you remember the beautiful doily journal cover that we made not too long ago? It was this month because I had designated December to be doily month for my crafting. So here is a completed journal. Well, it's completed, but I did leave a little bit of room so that the recipient of this journal could go ahead and add their own touch. But this is an Alice in Wonderland journal, and I wanted to share it with you. I hope you like it, and I hope you'll let me know what you think of it. So when we open it up, you'll remember that we did several layers for the cover, and we have some fabric that we sewed the doily onto, and then we went around it with this fabric lace here. And then this was a vintage tea towel, and I thought that looked really pretty inside. So now I want to share with you what we have going on. I took some vintage music paper and I dyed it. I had some Rit dye. You guys know that I'm packing up the house, so I didn't want to pack that. So I decided I'd throw a bunch of music paper into some different color Rit dyes, and this is one of them. So I put a vintage, what do we call these things? This is not a time card. Flashcard, a math flashcard. Pop that in there. And then this tag was given to me years ago in a Happy Mail, and so I thought that that looked nice. The pinks looked nice together, so I thought I'd pop that in that pocket. Now, many of you might remember that I did 100 Days of Pockets with Cindy A. Lewis, and so this pocket here I created during that collaboration. I simply added an Alice in Wonderland sticker to it. This is like the card man. I don't know how else to describe him. But we have a couple of flips here, and then we have this beautiful tag with James Dean. And no, he doesn't really go with Alice, but you know, her whole thing is all fantasy and all that anyway, so why not leave him in there? He was in there when I created the pocket, so I just figured I'd leave him. Here we have a nice big belly band, and inside of the belly band we have this beautiful paper that I had gel printed. And then I just added this bird and this background and these feathers and then this beautiful gold teapot. You open it up and this has been gel printed as well. Here is some more of the dyed paper. This is in a different color, and it goes so perfectly with my Alice in Wonderland paper, so I thought I'd go ahead and add these in here. This is vintage paper. You'll see some writing here, and this paper goes back to the 60s, I believe. Here is a letter for Selective Service Systems dated 1959. This dye is so rich and deep that it's just, you can see the type, but it's not invasive, and it's kind of cool. You could write over this with a, what do we call those, a gel pen if you wanted, or you could simply cover it and write on it, or you could put some gesso over it and then write on it. But there's many ways to utilize this, or you could just simply glue a collage into it or a photo or something like that. This is also vintage paper, and you can see here that for years it was in storage, and I know that for a fact. And there was this paper clip on it, and it actually rusted onto the paper, and so that has a cool look. Here's the front of it. And this was from a huge lot that I received, and the woman whose papers these were, she was the head nurse in a hospital in Washington, D.C. Some more dyed paper. You'll see here, this is a page from the Alice in Wonderland storybook, and then this is just a tag that I added, and I added this vintage playing card on top, and then this is a playing card that's made to look vintage. This is fabric here. Over here we have some really pretty Alice paper, and then I added this fun pocket from 100 Days of Pockets, and this is an actual tea bag that this little piece is in. This is just a loose piece that could be added into the journal even over here if she wanted to. Now my recipient, I'm not sure if she's ever made a junk journal before, but she is a crafty lady. And I thought this might be a fun way to introduce her to junk journaling. And then when she's going through it, I'll show her the idea that she could actually glue this here. Then you'd have a double pocket. Or she could just simply add something else and use this to journal on. I hope the birds aren't too loud. They're in the dining room. maybe I'll go shut that door. Here is some more vintage dyed, some vintage music paper that I dyed. Over here we have this pretty tea pocket, also I do believe made during 100 Days of Pockets. If you missed that, Cindy and I both have a playlist on our channels. This is actually handmade paper that I did, and I love it. And I did a collaboration with my friend Tanya at Side Gig Crafts, and we both made paper. So it's really nice to utilize the paper that I made, and then also to utilize some of the pockets that I created during that collaboration. This is just a very simple tag, and this could be added to tremendously. So I think that's fun. I didn't want to do everything. I wanted to do enough to give some inspiration, but I didn't want to do so much that she couldn't come in and add. And I think that I found a good balance. Hopefully that is the case. You could even come in here and draw on this. It's just, to me, this is a blank space, and you could use pastels or just any, you could use stencils. That would be fun. So just kind of have fun with it. This is fun. It's got book page and then some stickers and just a nice big tag. Some rickrack that has polka dots on it. I thought that was kind of whimsical. This is a pocket from 100 Days of Pockets, and it's a paperclip pocket. And this is a little pocket right here. You can see this little piece of paper. And then here's another pocket from 100 Days of Pockets, and I just glued that in, and then there's this cute little tag inside of the pocket. And the fun thing about these is, you can move these around, and she could use this on somebody's gift and then just stuff something else in the pocket if she wanted to. That's the great thing about junk journals, is that we use things in a variety of different ways, and you can move things around and all of that. She could definitely embellish something up here in the center. I was going to, but again, wanted to leave a little bit of space for her to be creative. This is some gel printed paper with some really pretty glitter in it. This is the other side of the gel printed paper. I left it blank so it could be written on. This is Rit dyed paper on top of vintage paper from the 60s. And actually, this is vintage as well. I like dyeing vintage paper because it's so thick, it can handle it. And so I always have a lot of fun with that. Here we have this nice belly band with this vintage card on it. I just think this is very fun and whimsical. And then a nice tall pocket here with book page, a sticker, and some miniature cards. Here we have a belly band, which, once again, I was going to add something, but I thought I'd go ahead and leave it. We've got this little file folder, which I love the mini file folders, you guys. And I popped in a sticker, actually a couple stickers, and then these papers from one of my printable kits. They were just scraps, but I thought they could be fun. And then this pretty little bow, and I thought, it gives her some materials to work with if she wanted to be creative inside of the journal. And then this is another 100 Days of Pocket 100 Days of Pockets pocket. And then this is one of the Alice in Wonderland stickers. It's the clock, obviously. Here we have another vintage piece of paper. And this was a piece of art done by my daughter Amanda, and I took it because she didn't want it, and I went ahead and put that in the die, and I just think it looks super pretty. Another piece of paper from the 1960s that I put in a purple dye bath. Here we have some more Alice in Wonderland scrapbook paper, along with a piece of book page, and then along with this tea time index card that I created a while back, actually, so it was nice to pop it in here. This is a belly band, horizontal-ish, and I added this nice big tag. I think it goes really well together. I was glad to have this sticker to match that. And then my friend Carol at A Crinkled Path sent me this fun cluster on a bulb pin. So creative. This is encyclopedia page. This is vintage map with some polka dot rickrack. Another vintage piece of paper that on this side I did gel print. And we have book page here. And that can be turned into anything. And a tag with a sticker. This I left blank for hopefully her creative choices that she uses inside of the journal. Some dyed music paper. This is a double pocket. We have a pocket up here, so pretty, right? And then we have a pocket here with a little piece of paper that says, "You're awesome." And I wonder if it would do better if I put it like this. It won't sink so far down. Yeah, let's leave it like that. Over here we have I think a triple pocket. So we have this up here, and then we have this right here. Oh no, this is from the same pocket as the other one. So this is a double pocket. And then we have the little pocket up in the front. Also, these were both from 100 Days of Pockets. A really great collaboration that Cindy hosted, and I had so much fun creating all the different kinds of pockets. It was great. Now this is a waterfall pocket that I did also during that collaboration, but right here there's a pocket and there's some little goodies inside of it. And we do that with each one. And then you can journal right here. So not only is there a pocket, but there's plenty of space that can be journaled on. And each one of these has this. This one has a vintage playing card, and I thought the colors were great. This is another vintage playing card, and then a tag. And then another one. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So that's what we have going on here. That was a lot of fun. I'd like to do that again. So here we have a nice little side pocket with some rickrack. And we have book page. This was some fabric that I stiffened. That's been really fun to work with. And then this beautiful tag that I made a long time ago. And I'm so glad to use up some of the goodies that I create. Gel printed paper, that is just an open palette. A vintage map with some pretty satin ribbon down the side. Here we have 2 mini pockets sitting on top of this encyclopedia and some vintage cards, and I do believe that these were given to me by my friend Rosemary of Rosemary You Rock Art. Over here we have some more Alice paper with that satin trim down the side, and Alice book page right here, which means I'll be altering a book in the future because we can see I've already started to take some pages out of it. And then this was a master board that already had this card on it. I thought that was so cool, and so I decided to pop it up in that pocket. Nice, clean slate right here to do whatever. Vintage paper that's been dyed. This is not vintage paper. This was the art piece that my daughter had done. This is vintage paper. This is a vintage playing card, and I love it so much. It's pink, and it's got the well, and it's just, I just love it. Another book page to be drawn on or folded or turned into an envelope, whatever you want. And then a fun masterboard page. Over here we have another horizontal belly band with a sticker of the rabbit over top of the Alice paper, and then this fun, very tall tag with miniature cards on it. Now, I think my vision is if I was receiving this journal and I was going to go through and add details, I can just see some stickles on here or some gold highlights around the edges. Still so much to do, or even take a gel pen and do music notes or draw flowers, whatever. So even though it looks like there's stuff on there, and there is, to me there's just still so much room to play. Some more vintage paper that's been dyed, and more vintage paper that's been gel printed along with some rickrack on the edges. Over here we have our Alice paper, Alice book page, some stationery, and another master board. And this master board does have some vintage pieces on it. This has ribbon on it. A lot of the pages have ribbon or some sort of trim or rickrack. So over here we've got more book page and more stationery and another tag with the rabbit on it. Over here we have a very pretty doily and then some vintage music paper that has been dyed. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. This was given to me in Happy Mail. This is so gorgeous. And I didn't do anything to it because it's just so pretty. So the recipient of this journal can alter that in any way she chooses. Over here in this pocket, you'll notice both of these pockets I left plain so that maybe she would be inspired to add something to it. I think people that are new to junk journaling can feel very overwhelmed, and so I like to give a journal that has small spaces to play with, but it's not overwhelming. They can leave it and then one day just feel inspiration and find something and add it on there. It doesn't have to be a completely overwhelming thing, because it certainly can be. Here is a tag with a vintage tally sheet in it, and I just think that's so super cute. So not everything in here is Alice themed, but I still think it works nicely together. Here we have a side tuck here, and it's made from an Alice book page, and then we have an Alice book page with a sticker on it, a giant playing card. How could I not add these in? I love altering those, it's so fun. And then a postcard that I had created. Here we have some trim holding on some vintage paper, as you can see. This is Order to Report for Armed Forces Physical Examination, December 4th, 1959. That's this one. And then this is the nurse's paper that's been gel printed. And this one, let's see what this is. Important notice to all registrants, and it's also about reporting for the physical examination. Here we have a nice belly band made out of encyclopedia page with some satin ribbon, a vintage playing card, and a sticker. And then another large playing card. How fun is that, you guys? Book page. And the book page could be torn and then put on that playing card. And then this is just a nice card inside of its envelope. And it says, a friend always has a warm and wonderful way of making you feel loved. And isn't that true? Here we have the Queen. And my friend Crystal, she sent me this girl. Then I added it to some paper, added the feathers and the doily and the lace, and she just came together so nicely, and I just love it. So it's a fun tag, and I thought since it says the Queen on it, it would be perfect to pop into this journal. And this is the last page. I did put my maker's mark here, and we're going to scooch that over. So here is a pocket from 100 Days of Pockets, and I simply put this guy in the pocket. I think it's so cute. His color matches. This was some paint that I used on some mixed media paper, flowers. I just think it came together really nicely. And actually, I'm going to tuck this under here. It might help support and keep it in the pocket. It might not be enough, but it's something anyway. And then here we are. This is the back cover of the journal. This was the tea towel. This is the fabric that I sewed everything to. And here is, I don't know if you can hear it. Here. That is Amazon packaging. So my friends, I hope you like the journal. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you had a favorite spread. And I hope that you got to see how I put this cover together. There is a video on that. If I think of it, I'll put it in the description box. Sometimes I say I'm going to do it, and I know I forget, and I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't show you the charms, per usual. You know, I forget that too sometimes. So it's a one signature. It's a very healthy one signature. But I put a little teapot down here, and then I put this little Alice charm. Oh, this is the center right here. Let's see. There we go. So I put the charms there, and just to add that little extra detail. Okay, my friends. Well, I really appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. See you soon.